Have a go at that old elevator, eh? Hey guys, HW. Back for day 3. Wednesday in Sydney of this 7-day, 7-part series that I'm running this week. And I'm in number 2 Martin Place, this very old building. And I'm going to come over to this plaque and tell you a bit about it. Number 2 Martin Place was constructed in 1902 to 1903 and designed by Austrian-born American architect Edward Ratt for the Bank of Australasia in the Federation Free Classic style. There's an old photo of it back in ye old days. Next photo says it shows an example of the building's construction, evidence of the early influence of the 19th century innovation of fire-resisting construction. And then down the bottom it says here's a photo from 1937 when it added 2 lift carts for the construction of a mezzanine floor in the banking chamber. And then for that poster over there, Paspali, I think that's how you say it. Paspali Pearls purchased the building in 2000 and added a retail entrance, and the shop is just behind that wall there. And now there's a medical joint in here, some portfolio managers, some superannuation consultants, and a law firm. Get out into Martin Place. So Wednesday in Sydney, what does Wednesday look like? Still a relatively busy day, but nowhere near as busy as it was yesterday, Tuesday. Old terrible Tuesday. Wednesday in Sydney, most people who came in on Tuesday and got hit with alerts about their projects taking too long, or they haven't completed this work, or their sales numbers aren't there, or their pipeline hasn't grown enough. Usually by the time Wednesday, they've found a path forward, they've found a path to whatever goal they're trying to achieve, and they start to relax a bit. And that means they start to get back to normal life. They might take a walk at lunchtime, or they might go out and grab some lunch with their mates, with their workmates. Might go out and grab a coffee, and some of them might even go for a jog at lunchtime, or a walk around the park. So the plan today is we're going to walk up the top of Martin Place here, through the Sydney Eye Hospital. I got the green light on Pitt Street. Yeah, through the Eye Hospital. Now there's a coffee cart in there that I've been dying to try. Walked past it a couple of times and eyed it off. So we might check that out for a coffee first. Then we'll make our way through the Domain. And I've always got to do this when I walk past this fountain. No Keanu Reeves, no Lady in Red, just a couple of seagulls washing themselves. Yeah, then we're going to walk through the Domain. And there's an exhibition that I want to see at the Art Gallery. I'm not going to be in there for too long, but there's an exhibition that's showing a bit of reuse of some retro electronics and equipment that I want to see. So we'll have a quick look at that, and then we'll have a walk through some of the parks, the Botanic Garden, and then make our way back down into the heart of the city. Still a lot of construction going on for the Sydney Metro line extension. I forgot to point out when I put my mug in the shop before, had my hair cut this morning. Been putting it off for a while. So I finally got the mop of hair cut down. I haven't done the weather observations yet, have I? So as I walk up Martin Place here, let's do the weather observations. 21 degrees Celsius in Sydney today. The wind from the southeast at 4 kilometres an hour. Now that could mean that if the wind stays like that, we might get a little bit of rain. But it depends on whether there's any clouds out in the ocean. Out in the Tasman Sea. Now, I've said this before. Yes, the Tasman Sea extends a fair way up the New South Wales coast, so it is the Tasman Sea. For the Tasman Sea, yes, for all the sticklers, it is part of the Pacific Ocean. But it is technically the Tasman Sea. That guy had his Y Gomez Mexican food, trotting over to meet his girlfriend. Probably apologising to her. Oh, I was late, sorry. Had to pick up my burrito bowl or taco bowl or something. There's ye old photos up on the construction site here. Let's see what we can see. (1931), the Martin Place extension, whatever that was. We got up here 1920s aerial view of Queen's Square. Wow, it looked different back then, didn't it? I think that's Jardine St James there. The coffee shop I used to love. Oh, I still do love going to. And then that must be Macquarie Street over there. So yeah, it looked different back in those days. There's the Archibald Fountain. (1930s). Yep, here we go. Some of the workers going out for walks at lunchtime, as I predicted. And joggers. And people going to play OzTag at lunch. Or maybe soccer, or in their work teams. You wouldn't be able to do that on Terrible Tuesday, yesterday. Yeah, so Wednesday a lot more relaxed in Sydney than Tuesday. And here we are on Macquarie Street, up the top of Martin Place. Oh, look, there's the Archibald Fountain in the distance, bathed with sunshine. Couple of more walkers. Oh no, the coffee cart's chockers. Look at all the people. Disaster. Gonna have to get a takeaway. The little ambulance they've got up there. Look at this, it's been smashed. There's no cakes left. No apple turnovers, no croissants, no blueberry muffins. It's been absolutely destroyed. Must be good coffee here. I've stuck the camera on this little ledge here while I consume my flat white. Let you have a look at all the little porcolinos stuffing their faces. Cheers. Alright, leaving the grounds of the Sydney Eye Hospital. I never know whether I pronounce that correctly or not. Is it Porcolino or Porcellino, whatever. One of those two. It was packed, inside and outside. Oh, excuse me. And I can confirm it was a delicious flat white. That's my second one today. I've already had one this morning. After I got my hair lopped off. Look at them all. Look at all the punters. See? As HW predicted, they're all out enjoying a bit of sunshine with their workmates and going for a walk. Tell me I don't know this city. Come on. That path over there, they're the runners that I predicted as well. Can hear some native miners going berserk in the trees. There's the corporate lot having a little game of mini soccer. Leaving the park grounds of the Domain, about to head into the Art Gallery of New South Wales. Hope it's not too crowded in there. I don't usually do these touristy things, but I saw this particular installation that I want to see advertised, so I thought, given it was a cruisy day in Sydney today, I'll go and have a quick peek at it. I'm not going to go around the rest of the art gallery, so I won't spoil that for you. You can do that when you come to Sydney. But just like the Australian Museum, the New South Wales Art Gallery is free entry as well. Like the museum, you only have to pay for like certain special exhibitions. So let's get in there. Oh, while we're here, we might as well check out the ceilings and domes and arches of the Art Gallery of New South Wales. That massive big teddy bear over there. I don't see any plaque there, just that little TV screen there. It's moving though, it's a bit creepy. Oh look, it's got it, the cameras are in its eyes. Look, there's the camera there. Yeah, the reason why I haven't gone into the rest of the gallery is I've actually got to go to a building next door. So I've got to go down to this newer building that they constructed a few years back to see the exhibition that I've come to see. Look at this old radio cassette player. I've only just noticed all the books on the base of each of the skulls and hands and feet and... Sorry? Oh, sorry. What's this one called anyway? Slash and Burn. 36 video boxes, videotape sculptures, iconic scenes from war movies. You can see D-Day there. Courage Under Fire, I picked that up before. Hell in the Pacific. There's a John Wayne movie, Operation Pacific. See Apocalypse Now, I can't zoom in on it. Bit of an Australiano on this one. Another Australian one. It's like an old bush hut, doesn't it? Anyway, this is one of the new buildings that are attached to the Art Gallery in New South Wales. The obligatory restaurant cafe. Gotta have one of those in every public space, don't you? This is a colourful one over here. Got all sorts of imagery on it. There's paratroopers jumping out of the mouth of that monster there. It's from the Philippines. Do you have a rooster? Chaotic scene of rings of fire, cocooned bodies in the decaying ruins of a once lavish concrete villa. Where's the villa? Oh yeah, it's part of the villa there. Let's get a view of this race car on its side. It's Bugatti Type 35. Wanted to capture these statues out the front of this building. They look like something out of Stranger Things. It's called Here Comes Everybody. Look at the arms stretched out holding onto the what do you call that? The awning. One of the many bike tours that you can take around Sydney when you're here. That one's called Bonza Bike Tours. I was waiting for people to get out of the way. Every time I set up the shot, someone walked in or out of the gates. Let's get a view of this delightful fountain in the sun. In memory of Lewis Wolf Levi, 1888. Oh, this is actually a drinking fountain. You can sit here and suck down some of the water. Kid's pretty excited about it. Every turn I take, there's someone walking down a path I don't expect to see anyone. This one's no different. This bloody big bin chicken up in the tree up here, can you see it? Just sitting on that branch, squawking at me. Don't see anyone on top of the tower today on the platform, doing the walk up there. Still in the Botanic Gardens, having a look at this huntsman and his dog's statue. I looked at this plaque down here on the ground, and it says right here on this spot in the 1790s there was a windmill built for a John Boston, and there was a bakehouse here as well. So there you go, Botanic Gardens now. These groundspeople are working on the rose bushes at the moment, getting them situated for spring. It's not too far away. Still got another month of winter in old Sydney town. If you're wondering what that building is just there over the ledge with all the turrets, that's the Conservatorium of Music, or the Conservatory of Music. Yeah, man. A lot more laid back Wednesday in Sydney. Over the hump of the week. And tomorrow when we come back and do another day in Sydney, we'll find out that Thursday's a completely different day in terms of what people get up to. Apart from the obvious that it's a different day, the activities undertaken by Sydney siders is very different on each day. And we'll showcase Thursday tomorrow, which will be day 4 of the 7-part series, as we watch all the cars exit the Carl Expressway down there, and also the Harbour Tunnel, Harbour Bridge, and one sail of the Opera House in view. I don't know whether you can see on the side of that turret there, it says Conservatorium of Music 1915. So anyway, it's another stunning day in Sydney today. I don't know what species of tree this one, but geez, it's impressive. Gives off a lot of shade, that's for sure. Just exiting out one of the many gates from the Botanic Gardens onto Macquarie Street. The commercial buildings situated on Macquarie Street. I wondered today, being Wednesday, what the occupancy rates are in these buildings. Again, not as busy as yesterday, but I'd say they'd still be reasonably busy considering or comparing it to some of the years gone by when we had the great disruption. Might sneak down Phillip Lane over there. Can see a model getting her photos taken. Don't know what for, but guess I'll find out as I walk past. Didn't want to interrupt him. Doing some sort of fashion shoot. So there's a few other items to try on the back of this dry cleaners here in Phillip Lane. I think that might do it for today as we look across at the Museum of Sydney. Save that for another day, or might not even go there at all. We'll look at some of these large office buildings above us, and I'll say goodbye to you. Thanks for coming on day 3 of the 7 days of Sydney. Wednesday. Good on you. See you in the next vid. The video is over. Bonus footage. I've stopped at Milsons Point in a little park here to have a little bit of lunch before heading home. And I'm facing the camera up to the Harbour Bridge and the bike path there, the stairs to the bike path. Milsons Point Station behind me.